Hey everybody, today we're going to be talking about Jordana's Halloween limited edition Sweet Cream matte liquid lipsticks. Now I have all of them and I have a full review and tons of lip swatches. So before I get into the full details of these products, let's get swatching. So these shades start off at number 13, which is Ghost Town. Now this is a definite first for the drugstore. This is a white liquid lipstick, and it presented all the problems that I thought it would. Now, as a white liquid lipstick, this was really streaky, hard to apply. I definitely would give the advice of don't just sweep across the lips. You definitely want to dab and go, be smooth about it. If you really want this to work, put a white lip liner under it, prime your lips. You need to do a little bit of prayer to get this to work. I feel this would be really good for layering or just lip art. It's definitely comparable to Jeffree Star's Drug Lord. I think his shade was Drug Lord. However, I believe his shade applied a little bit less streaky, but hey, that's $20 versus what, $3.99, $4.99? So for a drugstore product, it's definitely a workable shade if you're trying to get that white look. Then we have number 14, which is on the complete other side of the spectrum, and this is Witchy Night. For a black shade, this performed really decently. Definitely didn't have the problems of the white shade, much more pigmented, much easier to work with. Some of these had just a slightly watery feel to them. This was one of them, but it was still very pigmented. So apply a little bit at a time. Don't really, even wipe your brush off a little bit, your applicator off a little bit, because this will wind up going everywhere and you don't want to get messy with a black liquid lipstick. The next one is Twisted Tangerine. This is a little bit more of a wearable shade. It's a bright orange. Kind of reminded me of Kat Von D's Go Go. This was a little bit streaky, a little bit hard to work with. Not as bad as Ghost Town though. Definitely not as bad. Then we have number 16, which is Bloody Beautiful, and this is definitely one of your more everyday wearable shades. A great way to get that perfect bright red lipstick. If you've been looking for a bright red liquid lipstick and you're looking for something affordable for $3.99 to $4.99, this is a great way to go, whether it's Halloween or not. And this one did not have any problems at all, performed really well. Then we have the shade Vampy Vixen, and this is a maroon type shade. This was hard to apply. It was not as pigmented as I was hoping to be, a little bit watery. Definitely not that easy to work with. This one you would need to apply a lip liner underneath to get that full opaque looking color. And the next one we have is Enchanted Goddess, and this one was decent to work with, not too terrible. It had a little bit of a grainy feeling, a little bit of grainy texture. It was slight, it was a little bit noticeable, it wasn't too terrible, but it was there. I noticed it was there. But it gave an opaque finish, no bleeding, no feathering. A lot of these none of these had any bleeding, so that's good. The next shade is Fantasy Fairy. Again, I also felt that grainy feeling with this shade as well, but this one applied just as good as my higher end liquid lipstick, whether it's LA Splash, Jeffree Star, Kat Von D. This applied perfectly. Like, this was just a must-have. If you love blue lipstick and you want that look, get this one. You're gonna love it. Fantasy Fairy. Now the final shade is called Zombie Queen, and this is another one of those shades that just performed really, really well. And surprisingly, because it's a lighter shade, it was just fully opaque, smooth to apply, no feathering, opaque in one swipe, and it gave you that gray kind of melt space cake kind of look. If you've ever seen that shade, really just great. And again, gray is not a color we see in liquid lipstick in the drugstore that often. So that concludes the swatches. By the way, today I am wearing Fantasy Fairy on my lips. Totally, my hands are stained from doing the ColourPop edits, but you don't see any blue on here because it's not here. No transfer, completely transfer proof. It's not budging, it's not going anywhere. However, if you get your lips wet or especially greased up, so don't eat fries, don't eat anything greasy or burger, this is gonna come off. That's also a tip on how to get this off. In terms of liquid lipsticks, like some liquid lipsticks people say that can't get off with a makeup remover wipe, this you can. So this is kind of like water soluble, so be careful. But just you and your lips, if you're kissing someone, it's not coming off. If you're drinking something, it's not really coming off. Like I said, not coming off. You can kiss someone on the cheek. You don't have to worry about a big like blue or gray or even black swack kiss right here on the cheek. You don't have to worry about that. So it's good for that, especially for and if you're using these strictly in terms of like Halloween, this is great. You don't have to worry about reapplying these at any point during the night. Another thing is, if you are looking for affordable Halloween makeup, take some brushes, dip it right in the tube, and just paint on your face. Poof. face paint. Very easy to use. The price point, I've seen these for like $3.99 on some websites, but then in store I heard some people were seeing them for $4.99. So what I'm guessing is the price ranges from $3.99 to $4.99. These are limited edition. The displays the displays I've seen don't have too many lip products in them. Like each shade is like 2 or 3 of each one. I'm not sure. It's just so I don't know if people are fighting each other to get this, but I believe it's available on their website if you would like to just easily order it. I'm going to leave a link below. So guys, what do you think of these brighter, bolder shades? I know that they're Halloween centric, but how do you feel about them overall? Would you wear some of these shades outside of Halloween, or would you wear them specifically for holidays and like the grays, the blues, you know, strictly for holidays? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And also, if you've picked them up, let me know what your experiences with them were. Did you return them? Did you keep them? Did you love them? Did you hate them? Leave me some comments below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and please be sure to follow me on Instagram. I'm Recycled Stardust.